So I am assuming that if you're listening to this, or you're going to start listening to this, or you're going to watch it on YouTube. And I always like to start, as you know, by grounding the room, imagining a crystalline grounding cord coming up from the center of the earth, going all the way into the sun. And it doesn't just ground you, it grounds the whole room. So any place you're in, immediately, anything that's below that vibration level just drops right into the earth to be recycled. Or gets zooped up into the sun to be recycled. I personally do not care which way it goes as long as it goes. And now just imagine opening your hands and filling up with the white Christed light, which I'm sending through me to you. And you know, I always say this, that it comes through me, it doesn't come from me. That's very important. And I would like to also say that any of you can get this. All you have to do is ask. It comes right through to you. You're not limited by somebody else giving it out to you. A lot of gurus will say it comes from me or it comes through me and you must take it through me. This is the Aquarian age, dear ones. We aren't doing that anymore. You get to choose what you are getting, what kind of spiritual information you get, and how you take it in, how you absorb it, how you assimilate it, how you then send it out. This is really important. This is why everyone seems to have their own book. They have to write a book about something or other, because that is an example of you're all taking the information that you have accumulated from all of your life experiences and all your wisdom and putting it out there. Some people have many books, but it doesn't matter. What's important is that you all have this information coming out through you. And other people may or may not get this information, or right away. Some may get tons of hits and everybody reads their stuff. Other people get few, but it really doesn't matter. What's important is that you get this information and send it out to the world. It's like, it's not necessarily that everybody will read it, or that even one or two people will read it, but that you are, when you bring it down into words, you are manifesting it in yourself. You are creating yourself as the vessel of expressing those feelings, ideas, spiritual experiences. And that's what's really important, to know that whatever you have to say, if you get it out on paper, if you get it out in electronically, that's saying, look folks, I am working with this stuff. So I had a couple of ideas of things to work on today, and one of them is to magnetize stuff to you. I mean, that's always a fun one. But Arian was working on something the other night, and I think I'd like to build on that, which is that she has done something on curses, and she's cleaning, she's set up, she's putting it on her Kindle account. So and she's also done a video of that, and that's what David's been working on. So it will be up on her Kindle page, and it's about releasing curses. And this is something that she was doing, and she and I have talked about this. But one of the things that is really important is that people often forget or don't realize that if they have done something bad to someone, or someone has done something bad to them, that these curses are inside of them. And I just realized that it would be very nice for you to do a clean out of a few of your chakras, because to magnetize anything to you, you have to be feeling that you're open, that you're an open vessel, that things are coming to you, and you have receptivity toward them. And if there's something poisonous in there, it just poisons your receptivity. So that's something I think would be really useful. So I'd like to start with the heart because, you know, dear ones, and you can put your hand, you can close your hands, by the way. When we deal with the heart, that is our center of our emotions, the center of our love. And if you have hurt somebody, or if people have hurt you, they have contaminated your heart. And so, you know, lots of emotional issues, that's what therapists deal with, is all these emotional issues, all the damage to your heart. But one of the things that, of course, most therapists don't look at, because this isn't their purview, is the spiritual and etheric damage to your heart. So I would like to imagine that we are going to pull out any toxins, any poisons, any things that have hurt your heart from other people. You may have some of your own things, but let's just work with other people. So I'd like you to imagine, close your eyes, and imagine as you're sitting there taking a deep breath that you could put your hands around your heart, your spiritual, psychic hands around your energetic heart, and holding it, and just focus your attention there, and imagine that the white Christed light is flowing through your hands into that energetic heart. And that's really important because it is now starting to infuse your heart with a very specific, potent energy. And we're going to ask that the white Christed light reveal any alien things. And alien does not mean from other galaxies, though that may be there too, but things that do not belong to you. Items like darts, daggers, voodoo dolls, poisonous plants, things like that. Things that are from other people that are there designed specifically to hurt you. And I would like you to imagine as this white Christed light comes in and it's going around and moving out, circling and circling, surrounding and removing all of the toxic items that you find or that are there in your heart. Whether or not you see them, sense them, feel them, it doesn't matter, of course, because all you're doing is just directing the energy through your hands into your heart. And of course I'm using Arian's heart, and she just took a deep breath, which means whatever was there that she had to get rid of was pulled out as well. And of course all of that stuff, let's not send it into the earth, let's send it into the sun where it just goes and gets recycled into neutral energy. Some of you may actually say, who is this from? And other people might say, oh, that's from so-and-so. Now, you might have sent some of your own hostility or anger toward other people. And those are going to be there too. And they're like these little flowers, these little stunted black flowers. And it's like, they're sending out bad spores. And you can remove some of those as well. Take them all out and let them all go. And in fact, as the white Christed light goes around those spores and those flowers, they kind of disintegrate. Just feel them disintegrating and moving out of your space and going into the earth and being let go. These are the bad seeds that you were sending out for one reason or another. Very often people send out bad energy because they're hurt, because of the people who sent it to them, because something's going on and you just need to get rid of it. And that's all you need to do, is get rid of it. So shake yourself off, as Arian's doing. That's really important because this is really stuff that nobody pays attention to. But lots of times there are these entities or things or items inside of you that you don't know about or aren't aware of it. And as this white Christed light is running through your energetic heart, now that there's nothing there that needs to be removed, you can feel this whole heart vibrating at an entirely different level of being. And as Arian has taken a deep breath, I'd like you to do the same. Because now your heart can accept love and light and healing in an entirely different way. And I started with the heart because really the heart is the center of you. If you are feeling unloved or hurt by love, or feeling that it's not okay to be loved, or then that's the place where everything follows from. For example, all the people who have breast cancer or who are worried about getting breast cancer, that's a love issue. Getting or receiving nurturing or being able to give nurturing through the breast. And we're not talking Freud here, Arian, like, breast, because Freud has turned it into a sexual thing, but it isn't sexual at all. It's about love and nurturing. And now let's move down to your solar plexus, which is your third chakra, which is your power chakra. And let's do exactly the same thing, just bringing the white Christed light into the energy of your third chakra. Because, power and love can go together, and people spend a lot of time making others powerless. And you might have made others powerless, or others might have tried to manipulate you to become powerless. Because when people are powerful, they are dangerous. They are uncontrolled. And uncontrolled people say and do things that can, I'm not going to say hurt other people, but that can they can manifest what they need or what they want, and that makes people jealous, and so they try to shut that down. If you start thinking for yourselves, people try to shut that down. Parents do a really good job of, trying to make their children powerless because their children are all powerful. They rule the roost with their tantrums and attitudes, and parents kind of just have to pull their hair out. So what I'd like you to imagine now is doing the very same thing. Having the white Christed light surround anything that's in there that is not of you. And moving that out. Moving it out, moving all of them out. And you may find that there's a lot more hardware in here. And I mean hardware like daggers or knives or darts or swords, things like that, or spears. Arian and I were talking, and we both have pulled a lot of those things out of the third chakra, because that's where your power is. When you're fighting somebody, you're going to throw the spear, or you're going to use your dagger. You're going to come from your power center. And when people put those in you, it just shuts down your power or weakens it. So just imagine all of the hardware going. Just let it all go out into the sun. If it's too heavy, drop it into the earth to be recycled. And just let that happen. Let the white Christed light flow through that whole chakra, back and front, clearing it out. You may find that you have a ton of hardware in there. Some of it from this lifetime, some of it from other lifetimes, a lot of it from other lifetimes, from all over the place. Just really pulling it out and letting it go. And then filling this area up with that light. And the other thing that's really important now, we've done 2 of the chakras. I would like you now to send feel this light of love, divine love coming into both of those chakras, filling you up, particularly in your heart chakra, of course. And imagining the strength coming into your third chakra to reclaim who you are, who you belong to, yourself, not to other people, not to be beholden to other people. And I don't mean, when I say beholden, that you are saying, I don't do that, or I don't do this, I'm just going to do it for myself. No, that you are not swathed by obligations, but instead you say, I'm going to see if this is right for me. I'm checking in here. Is this true? Is this real? Is this right? So instead of being buffaloed or run over, you stay and say, no, this isn't right for me, so I choose differently. Or this isn't good for me, so I back away. You then have the power to say yes or no. Because saying yes or no is extremely powerful, and most people don't like it. Because they can't control you any longer. So, but now let's just feel the light of love. Imagine rose energy coming into you, and I really use the rose carefully because the rose just can fill you with so much love. You know, the scent of the rose is so sweet and loving. And just feel that coming through to you, filling up your whole heart, filling up your whole solar plexus area, so that you become just inundated with both of these feelings of love, of light, of healing, of owning your space. And that's really important. Owning your space. Now, let's have some fun. From this space inside your heart, where you are now feeling this lovingness, what would you like to magnetize to you? What would you like to bring to you that your heart can accept, that your being can accept? The right person, money, the right job, the right whatever it is. Just take a moment to imagine it coming to you. And allowing yourself to have whatever is right for you. So just feel it coming, coming, coming. And if you are ready and willing to accept it into your heart, then it will come to you. So take a deep breath now and feel yourself. Feel the alignment of yourself to spirit. Because I have said, if it'll come to you, if you're loving yourself, but also just bring spirit into this, your highest self, divine spirit, let them all come into your heart. And whatever you're calling to you, let it be for your highest good, for your highest will, for divine right action, bringing it into you so that you can manifest whatever is the highest good for you. And take another deep breath. Just feel it. Feel it. And you know, as I'm saying this, you can listen to this over and over again. We are at YouTube. It will be up, David says, very quickly, because he now has broadband, and it's like that, gets up fast. And You can do this, any of these parts, the magnetizing or the letting go. We just did 2 chakras. You have 5 more. You know, up here there's a lot from people, here and here. But of course the lower chakras are loaded with stuff from various things. But you can do this over and over again. Clean yourself out. And now take a deep breath. I would say run the white Christed light, but we've been doing that, so you don't have to do that. You can open your eyes, and we are done. And thank you.